If you found out your closest friend was a mass serial killer, what would you do? Probably be in denial. This may be the most accurate non-joke response. Be sad that my avid interest in serial killer documentaries didn't make me the expert I thought I was. I should have known. Pretend to be surprised. Same. Name sort of checks out. Hey now, I am not the serial killer, my closest friend is. Not yet. Going to be worried when he changes his username. But you have goals, so we like you already. It depends, like, who is it that they are killing? I may just be chill with it. So if Dexter was your bro, you'd be cool with his killing since they're all bad people? Probably. Your friend is a serial killer? Or that you have friends? That second one is me, by the way. I'll go crawl back in my hole now. Edit, holy wow, thanks for the awards. Sniff sniff, you really do like me. I can be your friend. Even though I am not a mass serial killer, yet. I'll be your friend too if it means Wild Donkey here spares me. I'm just here to say that I like your username. By the way, I just support my friend. I'm absolutely not going to help, but hey, everyone's got their thing. Oh yeah. May the bereaved find comfort and peace in this troubling time. I'm just a regular serial killer. Not sure if that's a deal breaker or not. Do you accept just occasional killers here? Hi, the sign said something about killers, I'd like one to go please. Do you want friends? I would start out surprised, and then be like, nah, I can see that. Can you not? Thanks. Anytime. Stabs. At 2, Vesty? Guys. We did it, Reddit. Did I just watch a Broadway play for free? Sir, this is a Wendy's. Hey, now that I'm here, can I get a Whopper? Bruh, stop killing me, murder is cringe. If you kill me, you have a small penis. Whips out my magnum dong and kills you anyway. Instructions unclear, what to do with a whipped out dong now? Body is still warm, so. Please not the butt. Probably put in a few requests. I mean, I want to say I'd be shocked and dismayed. But. Yeah. I have names. And addresses. You've just been put on some entirely different list. Darn, 3rd time this month. And plans. And escape routes. And addresses laughing out loud. You know, I've been learning this year that I'm an optimist or naive or something, cause I swear to God I assumed this was dark sarcasm until I saw the comments all just agreeing with you. I just think they haven't really thought about how serial killers are not assassins, and admitting to a serial killer that you know they kill people is not a very smart idea. How do you bring it up anyway? So, about all that murder. They're just doing it as a hobby, but could totally monetize it. You're asking if they take commissions. But you'll pay them an exposure, so it's totally worth it. More like you're paying them and not exposing them, by what people are saying. I'm sure they'll appreciate it as much as anyone appreciates exposure. I'm just sitting here wondering how long till they have the FBI knocking on their door. Especially the guy that said he has the addresses. I have a list. I have a file. You too? I have a closet. It's okay for friends to have same hobbies. Now I know why you're scared of attention. This man is a professional. You help with each other's alibi. I hate when my best friends and I drift apart. The whole time? The whole time? Solid Mrs. Doubtfire reference. Glad someone got it. Be bloody pissed off that he didn't have that level of ambition or drive when he was trying to find a job, so he could pay rent. Working and paying rent doesn't give me an orgasm, Steve. You're just not doing the right kind of work. Why do you think someone has to be highly motivated to be a serial killer? You don't have to be highly motivated to kill one person. You need to be highly motivated to kill multiple and clean up well enough to keep on doing it. How do I upvote twice? Depends which one. If it was Greg, then I would grass the little female part in. Well, man, what did I do to you? You made him dirty in his skitters. Define skitters for me, Webster. Where one leaves skids. Cheers, Jeff. Why is it always Greg? I'll ask him next time we're sharing a pint. You ever drink Baileys out of an old boot before? Roll my eyes as we drag the body to the river. Hey. You too? My dog is a serial killer? Doesn't matter, he's still a good boy. Tell that to the squirrel orphans. They're all dead, he even killed the younglings. I killed them all. Not just the men, but the women and children too. I hate them all. I was hoping someone would say this. I was going to say, damn, my corgi has some explaining to do. What anybody would do, start a podcast about it. I'd be shocked, because I don't have any friends. Your best friend is a serial killer. Gasp. I have friends. This is pretty much what I was thinking. If your imaginary friend is a serial killer, does that mean you're actually the killer? Your imaginary friend kills all your hopes and dreams. When you realize you are your best friend. Sounds like a Fight Club plot. Hand her a list of names. Am I the only one that started drafting a list as soon as I read the question? Y'all are psychos, oh my god. Let's not jump to conclusions. That diagnosis would require a lot of testing and I refuse to take any more tests. Yeah man, I'm tired of these people in uniform telling me that I'm wanted. I mean, it's nice to be wanted sometimes. Exactly this. Also, provide alibi in exchange for not being put on list. Currently, my closest friend is my cat, and all cats are mass serial killers of birds and rodents. I do nothing. Cat's going to cat. Excuse me, but my cat is such an crafty hunter, my kill count is probably higher than hers. Make some instruments out of skin and bones and start a band? Some dude literally made a guitar out of his uncle's skeleton. Torso portion. Because his uncle got him into heavy metal music. Uncle died of non-murdery causes though. Are you sure? I would tell him that being a mass serial killer is redundant. Mass killers and serial killers are two different things. Mass killer kills a whole bunch of people at once, does not repeat the act. Serial killer, ritualistic and repetitive kills. So a mass serial killer would presumably be one that commits repeated mass killings. Like a school shooter that never gets caught? Yeah. Although it would probably be easy to catch a serial school shooter, just based on the setting. Serial movie theater shooter would be plausible. You would think after a few shootings the schools would stop enrolling this kid into school that is wanted everywhere. This brings up an interesting question. Aren't most serial killers smart? I feel like every time I hear about a serial killer getting caught, it was by sheer luck instead of good police investigating. Strangers, hard to solve. If serial killers murdered people they know, this would not be a thing. I mean, if they had to kill people they know, they will be forced to find new acquaintances at some point. It's like swimming upstream for introvert serial killers. Just think how many murders have been avoided by introverted killers not having the energy to converse with their victims long enough to lure them away. Wasn't there an FBI statistic about some 25 to 50 serial killers being on the loose in the US at any given time? Most of them are probably truckers, who drive long distances and pick their victims fairly randomly. And by the time the body is discovered, they are several states over or on the other side of the state at least. Couple that with high-risk victims like sex workers or drug addicts and you've got a killer that would be very difficult to find. There are a lot of serial killers that are assumed to be smart, because these are hard cases, police can't catch them, so they must be smart. Actual IQ may vary. When BTK was caught, he asked police if they trace a floppy disk back to his computer, and the police said no. Turns out they were willing to tell a little white lie to capture a prolific serial killer, and, blammo, they traced it to him anyway and caught the guy. He voiced his disappointment in their betrayal of his trust, but the police department is yet to issue an apology. Rude. They're not. If anything, on average they tend to be less intelligent than the average person. But bear in mind, many serial killers are people that just rape and murder prostitutes on impulse, not someone like Zodiac or Unabomber. It is a myth. There are plenty of serial killers who aren't smart. But the second part is right. A lot of issues come down to bad police work. I'd argue it's less about bad police work, although that may also be intertwined, and more people underestimating how insanely difficult it can be to solve a crime. Crimes in movies make sense because they're written too, and crimes we've solved make sense because we have the knowledge of the solution. Even if you have DNA, fingerprints, etc., if the person is not in the system and not an immediate suspect, it doesn't really mean much. Crimes don't have to make sense, and you don't know what you don't know. You can't account for randomness, which is often a successful serial killer mo. The ones that aren't random are usually the ones that are caught, purely because they start to make sense. Not saying police are doing a great job, but I don't think people understand how much the cards are stacked against solving a crime without an immediately obvious solution. I think broadly serial killers tend to be lumped into either organized or disorganized types. Organized types tend to be of above average intelligence, and tend to plan their crimes meticulously. They're usually good at covering their tracks and difficult to catch, but they do follow a pattern. Disorganized types tend to be more impulsive and less intelligent. Their crimes are usually less well planned, but the random and impulsive nature of them can make it hard to draw a connection to them. So true, I studied to be a cop, and when I hear people say the courts let them go, it's like nails on a chalkboard. No, the cops effed up because they don't understand their jobs a lot of the time and watch too much TV. It is a tough job and there are good officers out there. There is also a lot of ego, pissing matches, and flat-out bias. Make a post on our /AskReddit Reddit link. Original poster replies. Why your fourth cat? What happened to the other T3? Oh no. Run. If you want to get started, I have a few names. Not fourth. Fourth. And that makes it even more confusing. Are you N? Do. Try to figure out how my wife hid that crap for 23 years. Seriously, I would be the husband version of BTK's wife, Paula Dietz. Just absolutely clueless that my wife was out wearing men's clothes and killing people in horrific ways. Hold on. I need to go have a chat with the wife. Same. Almost. My chat would be along the lines of, wait, so why haven't you been bringing home their cash and jewelry? Do you need my help for everything? Nice try, Scott. I already know that you know. Maybe next time you're trying to get anonymous advice from the Reddits, you don't leave your phone unlocked with your throwaway account logged in. If you ever read this comment, you should enjoy that chill feeling of your impending demise because it's going to be one of the last sensations you experience. I think your parents are going to really enjoy my special chili when they come visit next week. Look, Mr. Charming. I am truly sorry I offended. I will never do anything of this sort again. Please, I am an only child, my parents would be devastated. They don't like chili anyways. Please. Do you like Huey Lewis and the News? It would depend who he killed, Why did this get 850 upvotes? What if he is Dexter? Dexter only killed people who truly deserved it. With a few mistakes and collateral damage, he had a code and training from his father. If my friend was like Dexter, I think I'd be okay. Or messed up like Deb. To be fair, it wasn't his code, it was Harry's code. And it was specifically designed so A, he didn't get caught, and B, so Harry could look the other way. Dexter, at least early seasons and prior, didn't care about guilt or innocence. It was more that the process worked. Never saw it, but I get the idea. No issues with Dexter. Only kills people who throw lit cigarette butts out the window of their vehicle. Obtain the high ground. Kill them to prove I'm a better killer. To assert dominance. Hide all the cereal. Hi, Dad. Help her with the bodies. True friends walk the same path, no matter what. Get the details. Become an even more mass serial killer to establish dominance. Bras before laws. Subtly remind them of all the people I don't like. That or turn them in and then make a killing, tee-hee, writing a book about them. Step 2 is finding out what the bounty is. Step 1 is when finding out the bounty isn't interesting enough to make me rich. You killed 43 people? Geez, you do just suck at everything. I've killed 92 and I'm not even trying hard, just a weekend hobby. Why don't you go for 44? I have a picture here of your next victim. Hold up a mirror. Damn, I'm uncomfortable now. Stay on his effing good side. I would say well, when you said you were wanted on 43 states, you weren't joking. Keep my mouth shut. Do you need some reservations? Call up Dexter. He's had enough rest now, get back to work. Kill them before they can kill me. Pay him to find the guy who raped my sister. Stab them in the back. Literally. Depends on their reasoning and who they're killing. If it's pedos or something, I ain't saying crap. But are you sure they're pedos? Or is he just saying that to throw you off, and he can keep killing? If you kill a serial killer, you'd be a serial killer, right? Seems like a cool title. And if you kill many serial killers, you'll be a serial killer. Find out why she did it. If she doesn't have a damned good reason, try to talk her into turning herself in. Then fight for her to get the help she desperately needs. Is a really enjoyable book about a woman starting to realize that her sister's developing a bit of a pattern. Web link. Cancel plans to visit them this fall. F it. Help him kill people. It turned their butt in. I like to imagine we're friends because we're both good people who aren't effing serial killers. Friendship over if you don't share my core beliefs about not killing people. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.